When you talk about the most expensive cars in the world, specific companies of high-end hypercars come to mind. The likes of Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, Pagani and Koenigsegg and many others. These supercar brands with time have cemented themselves in history as the top manufacturers of hypercars and supercars, and they are always prepared to give their customers the best cars in the world. However, these cars are not only the best, but they're also the rarest, the fastest, the prettiest, and also the most expensive in the world, with prices large enough to buy 10 more cars and a house on top. And we're not talking about overpriced second-hand auctions or pimped cars, nah, not at all, but new, straight from the manufacturer's cars. We get that they are beautiful, rare, and among the fastest cars in the world, but what makes them so expensive? Continue watching this video to see the full list of the most expensive cars in the world and what makes them so expensive. Before we proceed, kindly do us a favour by clicking on the thumbs up, subscribe and bell icon to be notified of our amazing and engaging new videos. Let's quickly look at the most expensive cars in the world and what makes them so expensive. The Lamborghini Sian is not only the most powerful road car ever built, but also the Italian marque's first production-bound hybrid. It is Lamborghini's way of introducing their first supercar that has an electric motor, and as usual, they caused a stir with it. The Lamborghini Sian boasts a 785 horsepower V12, naturally aspirated foundation. It has a total output of 819 brake horsepower, which is all thanks to the electric motor. In 2.8 seconds, it reaches 62 miles an hour and has a top speed of 220 miles per hour. Having the highest output ever made by Lamborghini, the V12's 785 horsepower alongside the 48 volts electric motor's 34 horsepower can reach a staggering 8,500 RPM. Not to mention that its power to weight ratio surpasses that of the Aventador SVJ. The Lamborghini Sian has been designed similar to the Countach, and all 63 Sians made have been accounted for with a starting price of $3.6 million. It's natural to improve and test the limits set before you, but no supercar manufacturer has done that quite as much as Bugatti. The Veyron changed the world with a car that could go 253 miles an hour, and now they're doing it again with another that can go more than 300 miles an hour. If that doesn't justify its enormous price tag, well, what will? The Chiron Supersport 300 Plus was first revealed to current Bugatti owners during the company's 110th anniversary tour. With its mid-engine, the two-seater hypercar was built to honour the modified model that broke the 300 mph mark at the VW Group's Arlesian test track in late 2019. It has some changes from the standard Chiron, like the increased power output, bodywork made from exposed carbon fibre and lots more. This is probably why it has a starting price of $3.9 million. The Veneno is filled with incredible innovation, and its design is worth all the hype and money, as it marks a new era for Lamborghini. With 740 horsepower and a body designed to be optimised for aerodynamics and cooling, the Veneno happens to be one of Lamborghini's greatest icons. The engine is developed from the Aventador's 6.5-litre V12. It generates 552 kilowatts and 740 horsepower. It has 8,400 RPM and a torque of 509 pound-feet at 5,200 RPM. The design of the Veneno was inspired by prototype sports and racing cars, and a mix of Aventador and Countach's design. Has a starting price of $4.5 million. The Bugatti Bolide came into existence when the world's most historic automakers decided to boost their performance. Although this hypercar was a study project, Bugatti decided to produce 40 Bolide examples. The Bolide has the exciting exterior of a hypersports car made for racetracks. It boasts maximum downforce but minimal bodywork. It's lightweight and looks like a road-going Formula 1 car, and is built to enhance performance through traction and aero efficiency. It has an 8-litre quad-turbo W16 engine, all-wheel drive, and a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. In addition, With the 98 RON fuel, it has 1,578 horsepower and a 1,180 pound-foot of torque. Its top speed is 310 miles an hour, and it reaches 0 to 62 in 2.17 seconds. All these, coupled with its improved aerodynamics, handling, 3D printed aerospace titanium alloy, maximum driver safety, and minimalistic interior, gives the supercar a starting price of $4.6 million. The Trevita is so unique and gorgeous, but also difficult to make. The reason only 2 of them were made, one which belongs to Floyd Mayweather. These in-house developed Swedish brutes have a 4.8 litre dual overhead cam V8 engine that is all aluminium. It has twin superchargers that produce 1,018 brake horsepower at 7,000 RPM on E85 fuel and a torque of 396 feet-pounds. Its top speed is 254 miles an hour and it reaches 0 to 62 in 2.9 seconds. It also boasts awesome doors that are both rigid and light and beat the scissor doors of the Lamborghini and the swan doors of Aston Martins. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita has a starting price of $4.8 million. Speak of a car that is just dedicated to speed, and the Huayra Imola comes to mind. The Huayra Imola was revealed in 2019 and was nicknamed the Dragon. It was commissioned by Top Car Design, a Russian tuning firm. The 827 horsepower of this supercar is delivered by a 6-litre twin-turbocharged V12 engine, which have a 7-speed sequential transmission and delivers 811 pound-feet of torque. This makes the hypercar not only formidable, but also extravagant and unique. The suspension of the Huayra Imola makes the car more suitable under hard acceleration and braking. There are only 5 Huayra Imolas in the world, and each has a starting price of $5.4 million. In the world of expensive cars, Bugatti is a brand that doesn't want to be found lacking. Although having incredible speed in straight lines, the Divo has incredible speed in corners as well, boasting 1.6 Gs of lateral acceleration and an aerodynamic body built for more downforce. The Divo is not just exceptionally crafted, but it's equipped with different driving dynamics as one of Bugatti's first modern coach-built supercars. It has an 8-litre W16 engine which gives off 1,600 Newton meters and 1,500 PS output, combining its exhilarating driving experience with its unique coach-built attributes. The Bugatti Divo is sharp, athletic, and has unique handling properties and incredible lateral acceleration, giving it a starting price of $5.9 million. This super hypercar pays homage to the EB110 modern classic. It combines the Bugatti bodywork with the 200 plus mile an hour of a 90s car, making it one of a kind, truly amazing masterpiece. It boasts an 8-litre quad-turbocharged W16 engine with a power output of 1,578 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. It has a body that makes the owners of the Koenigsegg or even the Chiron jealous. However, it has only 10 units available, and each has a starting price of $9 million. This amazing supercar was inspired by legendary Bugatti's Type 57 Atlantic of earlier history. It came to existence as a way of recreating the mysticism and sophistication of the older Atlantic model, although La Voiture Noire is still unique to its core. It boasts 16 cylinders, quad turbochargers, and produces a power output of 1,500 horsepower and a 1,118 pound-feet of torque. Although similar in design to both Divo and Chiron, it lacks the C-shapes of Chiron's size, and its snout is pointier than the Divo's. Although Bugatti claim it's not a supercar but a Grand Tourer, it does not defeat the fact that it has a starting price of this amazing car is $12.5 million. This custom, bespoke, coupe-built car unveiled by Rolls-Royce is one of the most expensive new cars there is. It was custom built for one of Rolls-Royce's most valued customers. The Sweptail is the automotive equivalent of haute couture that is designed and hand-tailored to fit a specific customer. It was inspired by the luxury yachts of the 1920s and 30s and features a single-piece glass roof that tapers into the car's fastback rear end, which is the Sweptail's signature. Although Rolls-Royce is yet to release the technical specs of the car, it's believed that the Sweptail is based on the current generation Phantom platform, which means that it could have a 6.75 litre V12 engine. The supercar has a front grille, a Sweptail at its rear, which gives it its name, and a coup de grace paying homage to the yacht. The car has a distinct look, wrapped in opulence and meant for only the richest, with a starting price of $13 million. In the world of supercars, the Pagani Zonda is as epic as they are historic. The HP Barchetta has a formidable, distinct look. A 7.3 litre V12 engine that produces 760 horsepower and has 1.8 Gs of lateral acceleration. It has a top speed of 210 miles an hour and also boasts rear wheels and an almost windshieldless and roofless body that is covered in carbon fibre, making it one of the lightest supercars. It also achieves its light weight with its chassis material, which is regarded as carbo titanium by Pagani. There are only 3 of them in existence, and each has a starting price of $17.5 million. The Rolls-Royce coach build project happens to be the most expensive car in the world. Its design was inspired by everything nautical, like its aft deck with a Caledonlegno Rainier and the wraparound windscreen. It also has 2 Beauvais 1822 reversible timepieces, revealed for the first time at the Concours d'Eleganza Ville d'Est. With Rolls-Royce as the pinnacle of luxury, and in an attempt to revive an age-old art of coach building, the Boattail is not just a Dawn-based convertible sports car, but a piece of art on wheels. Its aluminium body panels were beaten and formed to perfection by hand, using age-old coach building techniques. The car's design takes the form of a GT car, but is inspired by the J-Class yachts. The Boattail took 4 years to be built, and boasts a 2-tone blue livery, a hand-painted front hood, and a wooden hood that looks like a boat's deck. The rear has 2 side-hinged doors that can deliver a full champagne service. The most magnificent part of this car is its tail end and its exquisite interior, making it the most expensive car in the world with a starting price of $28 million. What do you think about our collection of the world's most expensive cars? Which are your favourites, and which would you love to buy if you had the money to do so? Do well to let us know in the comments section below, as we eagerly await your thoughts, comments and opinions. Before you leave, we'd love you to like our video, click on the subscribe and bell icon to get notified of our new and upcoming videos. And hey, why not check out our other videos to see more information about the electric car marketplace?